electronic specifier, and I'm here at Hardware Pioneers Max in London this week. And I've popped by the Ezurio stand to have a look at what they've got on show. But to start with, thanks very much for joining us. How are you? How's the show been so far?
Doing really well, thanks Paige. It's been great actually. Yesterday was very busy and today seems to be panning out exactly the same.
Excellent. Why don't you just introduce yourself to our audience first off?
Sure. My name's Jonathan Kay. I'm the VP of Product Management and Marketing here at Ezurio, based out of the UK.
Fantastic. And tell us a bit about Ezurio. What is it you guys do?
So we're a global designer and manufacturer of really two core pillars to our product offering. We have compute services and then connectivity. So really looking to try and make the design-in capability of both these kinds of products as simple and as easy as possible for our customers, reduce their time to market and reduce their risk.
Excellent. I understand you got acquired recently as well, so can you tell us a bit more about that?
We were the acquirer actually.
That's the one.
We've acquired a US-based company called Gateworks. They really do rugged SBCs for a variety of markets that we don't really play in. For us, we operate in industrial, medical, commercial markets. Their focus is really defense, avionics, the rail industry, and smart energy. So really opening up a whole new set of customers, product portfolio, and nicely fitting into both compute and then also the connectivity side of our business with some M.2 cards they have.
So essentially, what does this acquisition mean strategically for you and your customers?
Strategically for us, it means that we are acquiring, we are hiring, and we are expanding as a business. We are growing. So Ezurio is on a growth trajectory that expands both the two sides of our business, the compute side, so they'll definitely fit nicely inside of that, but also into the connectivity product line.
Excellent. So let's start with the compute side. I know you've got some demos here. Can you walk us through them?
Sure. Well, just behind you, we've got two of them to begin with. The first one here is using our Carbon AM62. That is a TI AM62 based platform. We've got a dual display system, which is one of the key attributes of that processor. And what it's doing here is showing a QT demo for an infusion pump, so kind of vision-rich applications in medical, and then a second display that's showing a PowerPoint presentation, so again, showing off the GPU and how two displays are utilized on this processor.
Excellent, and can you tell us a bit more about the Carbon AM62?
Yep, pretty much most of that was through there, but the one point I did forget to mention, was that it includes our Sonar TI-351, so both a wireless connectivity core from us, so taking our connectivity product line and the compute and merging them together into an OSM form factor. So it's an OSM medium, which means it's 30 by 45 millimeters in size, perfect for a lot of the space constrained applications we're seeing in our core markets. And additionally, because it's an SMT form factor, very robust and reliable and rugged way of implementing that.
Fantastic. And tell us about the Nitrogen 9.5 as well. So how does that sit differently in the portfolio?
Yeah, so this one is one of our kind of general purpose, excellent compute, excellent core capabilities from TI. The Nitrogen 9.5 Smart that we have over there is the second offering that we're showing in our demo capabilities. It is a much higher end processor, the highest that NXP has brought to market so far, so better for really rich UI experiences, high-end AI and vision pipelines, doing a lot of edge AI, and particularly with the Canara application that NXP have bought, the company they acquired, really doing much more generative edge AI rather than at the edge, rather than via the cloud. So really, we've got a higher end platform from NXP using Smart as a form factor, and then a general purpose platform from TI using the OSM form factor.
Perfect, so that was the compute. So let's move on to connectivity. Can you walk us through the demos there?
Yeah, so across and behind me, we've got a multiple range of demos that go through our connectivity portfolio that covers Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LoRaWAN, UWB, and some sub-gigahertz technologies. So if we go from kind of this end through, we're showing predominantly Bluetooth and Wi-Fi here today. So in the Bluetooth, we've got with our partner Cloud to Ground an LE Audio or Auracast application. So you are taking audio from a phone, LE Audio connection over here, and then playing it out via a speaker. You would use this in new technologies moving forward, where you've got, for example, a TV in a bar being able to broadcast to multiple simultaneous devices at the same time. A huge leap forward from what classic Bluetooth could do.
Yep.
That's using silicon from our partner Nordic Semiconductor, the NRF5340. The next one in line is for channel sounding, which is a new feature of the Bluetooth Core version 6. Again, using Nordic Semiconductor, but this time the BL54L15 part. And it's also partnering with two companies here, one Materionic, and then also a company called One Slabs for the mobile application end. So we've got two Bluetooth demo applications, a couple of partners on this side, a core partner on the LE Audio side called Cloud to Ground, and then our core silicon partner, Nordic Semiconductor. Finally, over here, we have our connected MCU Wi-Fi from our premium partner, Infineon, which is a Cortex M33, 192 megahertz core, multiple PS RAM and flash on board. Anyone that's looking at having a standalone hostless application for enterprise-grade Wi-Fi, and then all of the core capabilities we provide in support, product lifecycle, and longevity of the devices. So just a couple of different offerings from our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth portfolios.
Excellent, a good overview, thank you. So taking a step back then, what's the one key takeaway that you'd like engineers to get from visiting your stand today?
I think the main message that we're looking to get across is that with the Gateworks acquisition, we Ezurio are a growing organization. We're expanding our portfolios, we're expanding our footprint in the US, we're expanding the different markets that we can now serve, and we're showcasing that in two core areas of the business, connectivity and compute, with a wide range of leading silicon vendors that gives them the range of offerings that they could need for any kind of standards-based wireless, a range of different compute platforms, including Edge AI, and then also it's all backed by our software expertise, the Ezurio BSP, and layering on product lifestyle and longevity alongside a security platform that is good for 10 years out for all of our customer base.
So finally then, why should engineers get in touch? And more importantly, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, either they could come and see us here today at Hardware Pioneers Max or at Ezurio.com. All of our dev kits are available to buy straight from the website or from any of our partners, DigiKey, Mauser, RS and Farnell online, or Arrow and Future as our broadline distributors that we work with. We'd love to hear what they'd like to do in terms of their applications and end markets, and we have a team of FAEs, of salespeople ready to help them.
Excellent, well, I certainly encourage you to get in touch, and Jonathan, thank you very much for walking us through what you've got on show here today.
No problem, Paige. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.